Every time there is an earthquake or a natural disaster or a building collapses, the same thing happens almost every time without fail. The news outlets come, and they come running, and the world sends their soldiers and their medics and their foreign aid and the Red Cross and the press, and the presidents come and the prime ministers come, and the Jews send Zaka to look and find any surviving Jews, or at least the bodies of the people who died, and give them a proper burial. But often, what the news organizations don't show you, what's often overlooked, is that long after the news outlets left, long after the countries of the world marched on back, you know who's still there 4 weeks later? You know who's still there in the heat of the sun, in the 105-degree weather, or in the freezing cold rain? You know who's still there long after the Red Cross left, and the United Nations left, and the soldiers left, and the medics left, and the foreign aid left, and the diplomats left, and the presidents left? You know who's still there? Zaka! It's still looking for every drop of Jewish blood. It's still looking for every last limb, every pinky, every scrap of skin. You want to know why? Because that's a Jew in there. Because that's a neshama in there. Because there's Kedusha in there that the entire world relied on. Because every single cell of every single Jew is holy. That's not just a body trapped under there. That's a soul. That's a spark of divinity. That's a piece of infinity. And we will not leave until he's found. Every last cell of him. Did you know that over half of school districts in America, 80% of states in America, reported shortages of special education teachers? They had a survey, it identified 2,264 special education vacancies across 474 schools, including shortages of 1,558 paraprofessionals and 445 special education teachers and 139 occupational physical therapists. Isn't that amazing? You know what we have? We have Hask, we have Friendship Circle, we have Shai, we have The Center, we have Yachad, we have Yaldenu, we have Shalva, we have Rina, we have Jules, and Yad David, and Keshet, and Ohel, and the list goes on and on and on. Why? Because they are neshamas. Because they have a tafkid. The entire world needs them. What, we should just send them off to irrelevance? We need to nurture them. We need to develop them. We need to inject them in Kedusha, because the entire spiritual world needs every single Jew. You know what the average response time of ambulances are around the world? In third world countries, in rural areas, an ambulance will get to your house in 30 minutes. And in urban areas, in 20 minutes. In American cities, you know what the average response time is? Between 8 and 9 minutes. You know what our response time is? 90 seconds. Because that's a Jewish life that's at stake. That's an entire world. That's a tafkid. That's a soul. You better believe we're going to get to him, and we're going to get to him fast. When we remember that we have a uniquely designed, tailor-made dose of holiness inside of us, we walk a little prouder. We walk with our head held up high.